Happy Halloween, everybody. Ooh. I'm gonna be a zombie mom today, which is about normal on an everyday basis. So I thought I'd record a video and just kind of share my experience with PCOS and infertility. Today I just kind of wanted to record, and it's been about 5 months since I recorded, and I thought today would be a great way to share my journey of dealing with PCOS, finding out I have it, all the stuff that went on the last 6 years before I was able to conceive my daughter. At an early age on, I thought I wasn't getting my menstrual cycle early on, and thought that was normal. So I got married, and the first year I was like, okay, wanted to have a baby right away. You know, only 21, but I thought, I'd love to start a family because I've always wanted to be married and I always wanted to start a family. Well, go to the doctor and ask them, why can't I get pregnant? It's been a year or two, nothing. They ran some tests at this local hospital, and she mentioned PCOS, but she wasn't quite for sure if that was right. And the doctor was a female, and she had the audacity to say, you're only 22, give yourself time, don't worry about it. So in my mind, I thought, well, I'll give myself time. Another year went by, decided to switch to a different hospital, and ask, what was going on. So, the doctor did confirm I had PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And it cysts on your ovaries, a hormonal imbalance, and PCOS mimics type 2 diabetes. So, kind of just learning about, my new diagnosis kind of was like, this is no big deal in the back of my mind. I'll be able to get pregnant, no big deal, even being diagnosed with this. So, the doctor started running tests and found that my levels were low, particularly my ovulation level was, a normal woman's is about 22 to 24. Don't quote me, I'm not a doctor, but mine was 0. So my body was producing no ovulation because of the PCOS. So she put me on a medicine called Clomid. So I took Clomid. You're supposed to take it on your cycles day 5 through 9. Get blood tests every month. Repeat that. So I repeated that for 5-6 months. Kept increasing the dose. Seen very little results of my ovulation. Maybe went up to a 3 on a scale of 24. That's horrendous. So I had some health issues. Took a year-long break. Came back to it. Decided to start me on this med the doctor started called Femera, which is an alternative to Clomid and has seen better results than Clomid, Femera. And Femera is usually used for breast cancer, but it has found great results in having women ovulate with PCOS. So did that. First month we seen huge results. 8, where we couldn't even get there with a Clomid. At this point, during this whole process, I had so many people tell me that, don't worry about it, you're too young, nights of crying, plenty of emotions going on. Jealousy of other women who could get pregnant, who had multiple children, people announcing they're pregnant, dealing with that emotion time after time, friends and people I've gone to school with. Plenty of prayers, plenty of people, probably over 100 people that told me to really, you're too young, don't worry about it. Try to talk me out of it. But in the back of my mind, I knew that I was meant to be a mom. So it was always every day, every minute, every second with infertility is an up and down emotion with me. So it was a really hard process. Famara worked in April of 2014. My ovulation was a 21. So doctor messaged me, said, go ahead, check for pregnancy. Pregnancy came up. Was pregnant. By June, I had some cramping, and I had gone to the doctor, and they had sent me down to the ultrasound technician, and no one could get a heartbeat. So my best of luck just praying and they would find a heartbeat. It didn't happen. Went home, had a hard time dealing with it, the miscarriage. So I decided after that, and after a number of situations in my life at that point, after I had the miscarriage at home, I decided to change my life completely. I dealt with a lot of issues and stuff personally and mentally and physically that I need to change. So during the whole grieving and loss process, I continue to work on myself. I continue to work out and be healthy and learn more about PCOS than I ever have. Because I wasn't going to let, even if I couldn't conceive, which I'd come to, this maybe had not been for me. I had chosen to make better changes mentally, emotionally, and physically. So, during that time that my miscarriage changed my whole perception on life and changed me for the rest of my life, the next year, without any drugs, just natural remedies and losing 40 pounds, I kept getting sick every Monday. Thought my boss was food poisoning me. Took 2 pregnancy tests, and digital ones at this point, after taking millions and millions, came back positive. I was happy. I went to the doctor right away after being so nervous and scared that I wouldn't conceive. She put me on a supplement called progesterone to increase my progesterone levels during pregnancy. And little Miss Ariana was born that October 2015 at 32 weeks and 1 day. She was premature, but I did it. It's possible. And I would tell anybody with PCOS, with infertility problems at any age, that it is possible to conceive. And do not give up hope. There is going to be plenty of moments you're going to waver, but I would say do not give up hope, because it is possible. Hope you enjoyed my video. We'll see you next time.